Welcome back to another video. This one we're getting right into it again. I like to do little intros, but this one doesn't really need an intro. We're gonna fix this top. I'm gonna say learn, but this was a top that I did before. This was a top that I wore to my daughter's first birthday, and we had like a matching little outfit. The top part was shirred, which is what I'm going to try to teach you through voiceover and through what little clip I got of it. This is what it looked like at first. It was shirred on top and the rest just kind of flowed. I liked it, but I like a more fitted look, to be honest. So this is what it looked like after I washed it. It was a big old mess. So I feel like when it's already wrinkled, when you shirr over the wrinkles, it makes it extra wrinkly look. If you know what the shirred look is, it's pretty much like a wrinkly gathered look, and I just felt like it made it look better. So I took elastic thread, which is pretty much like, it's not thread that's elastic, it's elastic pretty much. It's pretty thick, and you can hand wind it or wind it by hand, or what I did, I just put it through the bobbin threader or the bobbin winder in the machine, and as long as you use it quickly right after, it will shirr just fine, it will gather just fine. But if you keep it tightly wound around the bobbin thingy, bobbin spool, it will loosen up and it won't gather back up, like it'll lose its elasticity. So I just went around doing that, and when you go over, or as you go, the previous parts that have the elastic thread in or sewn in already, you have to keep those stretched out. That way it's not inconsistently shirred, I guess. There's videos that explain it a lot better than me, but I'm just trying my best to do what I can to make this as educational as possible, if that's possible. But I'm trying my best here. So yeah, I had to do it a few times. I learned that each bobbin spool or bobbin thing, it takes about 3 passes, and like the bobbin runs out. I also learned that one spool of elastic thread pretty much does like a whole entire project. So if you have a shirt and a bottoms or shirt and pants that you want to do, I would get 2 elastic thread spools. Also, sorry if you hear Weston in the background. He's itching and he has not made a noise until I started recording. I also don't know if I mentioned this, but make sure your top thread is at least the same color as the material you are working with. I used a green that was very similar to this project, or to the fabric that I was using, because it was green and I felt like the top thread, if you don't want it to make it as noticeable, just use the same color. So if you're working with white, use white, black, use black, and so on. So I love doing this technique. I also love doing it on pants, especially pants, because it's stretchy, it hugs all the right places, and you don't have to worry about contouring the fabric. I literally used a tube that was my bust length around, and half of that. So I am 40 around my bust, so 40 and then half of that, so it's 60. So 60 inches of fabric, and then I shirred it. And then when you're done, you steam it to make the elastic come back together, and there you go. You have a shirred outfit, and it just hugs in all the right places. You don't have to worry about contouring. It's literally just a tube that I cut that was, again, I would say your biggest measurement. So if your biggest measurement is your bust, like mine, do your bust and add half of what that measurement is. So if it's 20, you're gonna have 30 inches, just, to make that more clear. But this is what it looked like after. I'm pretty sure it could be a lot tighter, but again, I have big boobs, and it's also really hard to get the perfect shirt outfit with big boobs because they're either too tight or too loose, and I'm just so happy with this. Even though it kind of puckered in some areas, it's not as noticeable as you think it would be. It's just noticeable because we're looking right at it. But I had so many compliments over the shirt. But we're going to move on to another outfit that I had to fix, or I say fix. But these were some pants that I did. I got them from a free pattern. I believe it was from the Mood, or it's like Mood Society. And I think these were meant to be like for slacks, and I used it as a loungewear set. And I do have a loungewear set that I got for free in that same website. So I decided to take the darts out on the butt because that's why it looks so wrinkly in the back. It called for darts or like a French press seam or something on both butt cheeks, so that if you're using a non-stretchy material, it would contour your butt a lot better. But I was working with some very stretchy pants, and the way that they draped along with those darts, it just looked really wrinkly in the back. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna redo these pants. And I actually redid them before this, and I put elastic on the top, but the elastic, it literally looked like a mushroom. So I had to take some material off, which, you know, made me feel good. The more material, or the less material I use, the better. Because one, scrap fabric, and two, I feel skinnier. I feel like I lost weight when I take off, you know, some fabric. So I redid the waistline, took out the darts, and just kind of tailored it to me. And I ended up liking it. And I hope that this kind of motivates you to sew, because even though you mess up or you do one project, you can always go back to it and redo it or fix it up in a different style, I guess you could say. But that's what I've learned so far. You know, I like projects or things that you can always fix later on, especially like painting. Painting is my favorite because you can always go back and fix your painting. You can always paint over your paint, you know, to an extent, I guess. And same with sewing. You can always sew and re-sew. You can hem and re-hem or undo a hem and, you know, rip seams and stuff like that. And I just always think it's so fun. I also like to repurpose things. So if y'all want to see more repurposed stuff, I repurposed a, what is it called? I made it into a corset. It used to be a curtain, and the curtain was a really thick, like, bodicey type material, and I actually bought some padding. It's actually scuba padding, or to make scuba suits apparently, and I bought spandex, so we might be doing some corset pieces or bodice pieces. So make sure you like and subscribe for more. I like to do my crafty and sewing things or sewing videos on Fridays, and doing my, you know, talk about random stuff on Mondays. So make sure you like and subscribe. But this is how the pants turned out. They're a lot more form-fitting. Yes, I know I have the mom pooch going on. I am working on it. I like how my stomach looks in here. Yes, I am sucking in hard. I'm about to let go, and you will tell when I stop sucking in. But I actually am proud of my body. I'm proud of my mom bod, especially after a C-section. I feel like a C-section is actually harder to get your body back, because when you're, you know, when you have a vaginal delivery, your body kind of it heals itself back up. And C-section, you have like an extra added incision there, so it kind of is hard for your body to heal and go back to where it was. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts. But I also feel like, you know, it's all possible to have the body you want if you work for it. But I also see a tummy tuck in my future. Just saying, never know. Never say never. That's my philosophy. But these are how the pants fit lengthwise. I have really short legs. I wish I could make these legs look more slim, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Maybe I'll fix it later on down the road, but I like how they fit. They're super comfortable. I've slept in these a bunch of times, and I just love it. So before I get off of this video, I wanted to show you some cute videos of Ellie. So thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you Monday.